Before starting, I wanted to say please like and subscribe. The Indus Valley Civilization, also called Saraswati Civilization, named after a river with the same name described in the Vedic texts. The settlement that shaped the history of the country. Its story is as important as India itself. So let's get to know this story. Let's begin. The Indus Valley Civilization, or Harappan Civilization for short, had begun near the fertile banks of river Indus, though settlement had emerged in places like North Karnataka, with settlements like Brahmagiri and Tekolta, which were of people who were semi-nomadic, as well as Utnur and Nagarajani Konda in Andhra Pradesh. Also, the settlements in South India. They were not as prominent as the Indus Valley civilization, though they were possibly gone till the rise of the Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization or IVC. Uh, it's said that the Indus Valley civilization was not a unified country, rather a number of settlements scattered through the Indus and its rivers valley basin. Mehergarh, a Neolithic site to the west of Indus, is the site which gave new perspective for the emergence of the Indus Valley civilization. But Jean-François Jarry argues that Mehergarh was one of an independent origin and similarities are just coincidental. While Lukács and Hemphill suggest that the Neolithic, Stone Age, and Chalcolithic, Copper Age cultures of the Mehergar are not related, thus suggesting no relation of Mehergar and Harappa. Some say that the ancient river Saraswati was an independent river from the Indus River, which eventually dried up. The early Harappan river phase, which was near the Ravi River. During this time, various towns grew into cities represented by Amri, while the transition into mature Harappan stage is represented by Kot Diji. One more site of this stage is at Kalingbangan. Trading was established to regional cultures and distant raw materials were now obtainable, which in turn gave for the development of the IVC. The square blocked cities with a fortified citadel with main lanes running through minor lanes was the basic structure of an IVC city, mainly made with baked or unbaked mud bricks. Sometimes use of timber was also done, but stone was rarely used. The Harappan script remains uncracked and thus unknown till date, and it seems not of the Indo-European family, nor any other ancient family in origin, but it can be said to be mostly related to Dravidian South Indian languages. The Indus Valley Civilization lasted till 1000 BCE. By the way, during this time, many other Chalcolithic cultures, which is copper Copper Age cultures, transitioned into Iron Age. The end of the Indus Valley civilization is still debated. Some theories were proposed, with the first theory saying that the civilizations gradually fell due to the environmental change such as climatic patterns due to increase of population. Second theory says that the civilization fell due to the drying up of the Saraswati River or the flooding of the Indus River, while another theory says that some other cultures invaded the IVC, like the cultures from the Western Hills, maybe even the Indo-Aryans, while some say an epidemic spread across the civilization. Whatever happened, the IVC was gone till 1800 BCE. This is said to be the time of arriving of the Aryans. the time of the third and the second millennia BCE. During the time the IVC fell, the ancient Hindu texts, the Ved were written, thus starting the Vedic period. Soon, several waves of Indo-Aryans arrived from the northwest into the Ganga basin. During the Vedic period, the Vedas were written with Indian philosophy growing. The caste system also rose during this time. The Indian epics Mahabharata and Ramayana were also happened during this period. The Rig Veda describes many conflicts, especially the 10 tribes and the tribe Bharat. After the victory of the Bharat tribe, the Puru tribe and the Bharat tribe merged to form the Kuru. Till now, the Vedic cultures only remained in the northwestern parts due to the forest cover in further west. But after the widespread use of the plough and iron axes, the forest cover could be cleared, and thus uh, the now settled Vedic tribes began to make their settlements further west in the Ganga Yamuna Doab. Soon, the Kuru kingdom was established, thus further developing the Vedic culture. A culture named the painted graveyard culture. Yes, painted graveyard culture. Associated with the Vedic culture. It didn't expand much further east of the Ganga Yamuna Doab. By the way, Doab is a land between converging rivers. Thus, the Vedic cultures began to expanding. During this time, the agriculture, metal and commodity production, and trade increased ridiculously. The Upanishads were also written down. After new sacrifice ceremony, the Ashwamedh Yajna was formed. The caste system had gained more importance. The Yadavas settled in a city known as Mathura. Yeah, Mathura. The king Parikshit and Janamejaya brought the Kuru kingdom into dominance politically and culturally in the northern Indian region, which would eventually result if in the war of Kurukshetra for the throne of Hastinapur between the Pandava and Kaurav described in the epic Mahabharata. In the aftermath of Mahabharata, kingdoms like Panchal, Videra, Kalinga, Magda, etc. continued to be prominent, with Panchal eventually weakening the Kuru kingdom. Soon, many kingdoms during the 6th century BCE began to merge to form the Janapads and Mahajanapads. And yes, Magda and Panchal was a Janapad. Oh no. Let's see what happened to those Janapads and Mahajanapads till the medieval ages of India in the next time. And yes, see you later.